I guess we'll start by saying, can we expect to see Devin Levi tonight?
Devin will start tonight, yes.
What are you seeing in his 3 games as an Appert this season?
Oh, he's given us a chance to win all 3 games. I think we've won 2 of the 3 that he started. But, you know, that's what you want from your goaltender. Some nights your goaltender might be really, really good. Other nights he might be just okay. You want them to give you a chance to win with their performance, the way they start the game. So, you know, we fully expect he'll do the same tonight.
You talked lately about how Yuri Kovac has played well. You don't have problems with his game. Isak Rose, fellow All-Star. What have you seen from him today?
They're playing really good. Isak's play away from the puck, his defensive play, his penalty killing. He's been, he and Jost, you could easily argue, have been our best PK pair up front as forwards of late. So they're doing a lot of good things right now. And this is the grind. The grind time of the year. Scoring chances are harder to come by. Goals are harder to come by. Teams are playing better defensively. They're marked men as well. They're going through that for the first time. Like last year, they were just young kids that were helping us. Now they need to be drivers for us. And there's ups and downs that come with that. And they have a lot of attention paid to them by the other team.
You guys have won 4 of your last 5. Aside from just winning, are there other things you're looking to accomplish with the way your team plays going into this break?
I guess I don't look at it as going into the break. It's the next game. You know, so for me, that's always my focus as a coach is we always want to have growth in our team game and our individual game. And we're always trying to get better and we're always trying to improve things. And today is another opportunity for that. Whether it's going into a break week or not, really is irrelevant to me.
Do you view this as a week then and just kind of maybe try breaking away from the pack? When you look at the division, those top 2 teams are kind of gapped out from 2 through 7 or in that log jam.
I mean, I think a lot of the teams below them have games in hand like we do on them as well. So I don't think there's much breakaway, and I don't think it's going to be very easy for anybody to break away from this pack. You know, you look at right now, and it probably, you know, who knows if it stays. You know, our 6th and 7th place team, they're excellent. Like Toronto and Utica are excellent hockey teams. You know, and in a lot of the other divisions, there's a bigger separation between the top and the bottom, and maybe there's a couple teams in some of the other divisions that are way down. We don't have that. So there's only 5 teams that make the playoffs, and it's going to be a dogfight. And there's going to be 2 teams in our division that don't make it that have really good hockey teams. So points at a premium. I'm not worried about separating or pulling away. I'm just worried about Wednesday's game.
Speaking of playoffs, we saw this team in the playoffs last year. What are these Rochester Syracuse games like?
They're miserable, and that makes them great. You know, and they're a hard team to play. They're big, they're heavy, their decor's massive, they're physical, they're very structured. Probably the most structured team in our division in terms of defensive style of play. So they're hard to play against. But I've said this before, and I'll reiterate it here. Playing Utica and Syracuse as many times as we've had to play them over the last 3 years has made us a better team. It's hardened us. It's forced. We've been really young. It's forced our young, skilled players to have to play with more toughness and more competitiveness. And it's readied us to be a team that's hard to play against in the playoffs.
Cooley and Roseanne are going to be teaming with Dave Gonzalez next week in San Jose for that All-Star game. Meanwhile, he's their lead scorer. Syracuse's got 6 points in the series. What does he do for their team?
He's become a really good player. You know, he got called up for the first time this year. You know, I remember like 2 years ago, not knowing, like you play him against him so many times, like it'd be interesting to see. He's got the talent where this goes. And then last year in the middle of the year, I thought he made a real massive step and was very, very good player for them down the stretch and in the playoffs. And then he's just continued on that path this year and earned, you know, his first NHL opportunity. So he's a very talented player. But this is as deep of a lineup as you'll see. You don't have a fourth line. You know, they probably have first and second lines right on down through their lineup. And they have 6 very good physical D two really good goaltenders. I mean, this is as deep of a lineup as you'll come against.
Is it fair to call these and you talked about it, the grind part of the season? Is this the dog days of the season? Like, where you're in between, it's not fresh, it's not the playoff push yet, these are dog days?
They can be. I guess, I think we've done a good job the last 2 years, and then so far this year, in not letting it be, and trying to make, I think if the rink is the most fun place they come every day, it helps negate some of that. That doesn't mean we don't work. I mean, we work. We put a lot of work in. But I do believe that if the energy at the rink, the vibe, the mood, the practice culture is in a manner that is uplifting in spirit and energy, that you can negate some of those dog days.
With the team playing well, about 4 out of 5, 7 out of 10, you almost wish the All-Star break isn't coming now. Like, don't you wish we just keep January going the way you guys are playing?
No, rest is a weapon. It just in pro hockey, you take whenever the rest is, you take it. You grab it and you take it because it's so valuable. If we're on a heater going into the rest, great. We get to have rest, feeling great about how we're playing. If you're playing poorly going to the break, great. You get to have rest and reset. I think that I'm a big believer that rest is a weapon. And when we work. But when it's time to rest, let's take our rest mentally and physically, and then come back and attack from there.
You've been around enough and coached in these situations, but how do you keep them focused? I think about having fun, but it's almost like a kid who likes a vacation and school coming up, like, oh, we're going to Christmas break. How do you keep them in this moment? Because like we talked about, the standings being so tight. You can't be like, oh, we get our rest soon when you got 3 massive games here.
Yeah, I don't really worry about that with our group. And that's a credit to the guys we have. Starts with Mershey and Prowsey, Murray, Byro, our leaders. I just don't sense any of that in the team. You're always trying to feel the vibe of your group, and sometimes you are worried about those things. I'm not. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried that the guys are looking to vacation. They'll probably address it Saturday, that you want to finish the right way. And something I know we talked about last year, and I'll probably bring up again on that last game, especially, is if I was a pro scout, that'd be the game I'd want to watch, because I want to see who cares when it's easy not to care. I want to see who plays hard and with everything they have, and a game that's easy to kind of be like mentally somewhere else, because those are usually players that help you win long-term in an organization.
I know that it is being so tight. And I talked about earlier this week. It's not time yet to start peeking at the standings, but with it being so close, do you still sometimes go like, holy cow, you can't throw away a game in January or February because down the stretch that could come back to haunt you? Or is that all you?
I mean, I guess, do you notice it more in games at game 39 or 40 or 50 than you do in game 10? For sure. But do I focus on that or talk about it? No. Like, I go into every game thinking that's the most important game I'm going to coach in, because it's the game in front of us. And I try to get our team, and sometimes I'm more successful than others with it, but I try to get our team to look at that the same way. That games are precious, and you have an opportunity to show who you are individually, to show who we are collectively, and you never know how many times you're going to get to do this the rest of your life. These are fleeting moments in players' careers, and you want to treat each game with the importance that it deserves.
Byro's back, maybe skating, seeing ready, and goes back up there.
Byro will be in the lineup tonight, which is great to see. Davies practiced with the team, non-contact, will not be in the lineup tonight. We're hoping he's going to be available for the weekend, so he's very close. Kozak is skating on his own with Nick Craven, our strength coach, and Kozak, he won't be back this week. After All-Star break, we'll see. That probably derails the process a little too, just because no team practice to kind of get in and stuff. So Kozak, I'd still say, is week to week, where Davies is day to day. Everybody else is healthy right now. Thank you.